Never connected. Yeah, I like him. He's a good guy.
Okay. So, first question. The Brits and the French are ahead of us. Imagine that. The Conservatives are ahead in the UK and France from people saying maybe the Liberals are a little bit ahead here. But Cameron and Sarkozy have done much better work.
Well, I think it's, it's a couple of reasons. Number one, in France and England, they can't raise money on it. So candidates and campaigns are forced to use their websites as merely communication platforms. That's all that they can do. So, I mean, it's a form of communications director, etc. I know, yeah, exactly. I know that websites used to be a very big part of raising money. The campaign manager would always ask me personally, hey, how much money are we raising on it? How much, etc. And I was always talking about the fact that, no, we need to build a movement. We need to communicate. If you don't build it, they won't come. So we need to be worried more about site statistics and things like that, and communicating a message that would then send people to our website to give us money. So that's number one, is that they can't raise money online. The second reason, I believe, is that they're not allowed to run TV commercials in France or England. So the only way that they can communicate different messages, right? Besides like one 5-minute video, I think that they get to run on BBC, etc. So I think that they're forced to, again, communicate more effectively with their voters and their citizens, which, I can't miss it. Now, when we look at Sarko and webcam, you're right, they're well ahead of every single conservative Republican candidate here, except maybe Fred Thompson could carry a new banner for conservative Republicans, but we'll see. Yeah, exactly.
Well, I presume you're not suggesting similar regulation here.
I don't know. What I want to see is politicians realize, as you do, that YouTube is a community, and that it's not just about dumping opposition research and negative clips and look at what that person said. That is one part of it for a candidate, for sure. But it's also about the community. It's realizing that there's literally a person right there who's watching this who wants to communicate and have a dialogue. So I hope that candidates in America realize that as our European friends have.
All right, last one. So you started a new show yourself, and as you said, you're not afraid to have people talk to you on the side or another. You're not trying to be full journalists. You're a Republican, you're on with the Democrat, there you are talking together. What's different about that?
Well, you're talking about our show DomeNation, which is on YouTube right now, youtube.com/DomeNation. What's different is, so many people I think are, think that you have to be objective, and that having a political perspective is a bad thing. I talk to reporters all the time, and that, they won't tell me if they're Republican or Democrat, so I have to figure it out, etc. But I don't really care. I would rather they just tell me what their bias is. It's like Ben Smith with the Political, we just ran into him. He's an admitted Democrat, and that's fine. And you know what? I actually read his stuff with a lot more authority because I know where he's coming from. Same with Republicans. So Jerome Armstrong, is a liberal, and he's not afraid to admit it. And his readers know that he's a liberal, just like me. People who know who I am know that I'm a conservative Republican. But that's okay, because we're evening it out, and we're just having a real discussion about issues that some people care about that aren't going to get talked on Fox News.
Are the candidates going to come to your room?
Well, I don't, fortunately I'm out of the dorms by quite a few years, even though I may still look a little young. But, we hope to have all sorts of candidates. Actually, just right now, we just uploaded a new YouTube show to DomeNation, and it's a challenge to our community, asking them to vote we've been listening to what they've been telling us, emailing us, putting on the comments, and they've asked for Mike Gravel and Ron Paul. So we have a challenge, and whoever gets more comments on the video, Ron Paul or Mike Gravel, we're going to try to interview that politician for our next show. So we're giving it to our viewers.
Thanks, Mark.
All right, thank you.